This is After Dark News, an After Dark broadcasting production brought to you by Time Twisted, the official merch shop of the After Dark group.
Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to another exciting season of Jousting. That's right, the first tournament of 2025 has kicked off, and before we get to the Week 1 results, we have some updates to get to. We caught up with tournament czar Camostriker, and he told us that tournaments will be uniform in length of 4 weeks. Once again, he says it's on you not to allow lighting rounds. This will keep the scoring fair if everyone keeps their time slot and doesn't allow for less or occupied rooms to take advantage. The room will be open 10 prior to flight time and stay open till 5 minutes after to allow for stragglers. As for the rules, scores are cumulative in the normal joust. Crashes after the countdown count as a loss. Mistaken kills are subtracted from your score, and the 3 passes ruled ice active. If you don't kill your opponent in 3 passes, you both sit down. Now to tell us about the plane for this tournament, let's turn it over to Harper.
Thank you, Nancy. The January tournament is set up to be exciting with one of the more feared planes. The Japanese Zero is this tournament's workhorse. The Mitsubishi A6M0 is a long-range carrier-capable fighter aircraft formerly manufactured by Mitsubishi Aircraft Company, a part of Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. It was operated by the Imperial Japanese Navy from 1940 to 1945. The Zero is considered to have been the most capable carrier-based fighter in the world when it was introduced early in World War II, combining excellent maneuverability and very long range. In early combat operations, the Zero gained a reputation as a dogfighter, achieving an outstanding kill ratio of 12-1, but by mid-1942 a combination of new tactics and the introduction of better equipment enabled Allied pilots to engage the Zero on generally equal terms. By 1943, the Zero was less effective against newer Allied fighters. The Zero lacked hydraulic boosting for its ailerons and rudder, rendering it difficult to maneuver at high speeds. That's our history lesson for this season. Now let's send to Monica, who's got this week's results. Monica?
Thank you, Harper. Welcome to the thrilling coverage of the January Warplanes Jousting Tournament, where aerial acrobatics, sharp tactics, and split-second decisions determined the top contenders in this high-octane competition. The skies were alight with fierce rivalries, but in the end, it was a close call for the top spot, with multiple pilots showing their grit. Since we didn't have a reporter on the ground, everything about this is made up but the scores. Let's dive into the made-up action. Tied for the top spot, Splitfire and Grizz Killer. Both pilots were absolutely on fire today, each racking up 37 points. The race was neck and neck as they soared through tight loops and outmaneuvered one another in the high-stakes duels. They both showed incredible precision and tactical mastery, making them deserving of a shared first place. Could we see these two titans face off again in the future? The sky's the limit. Right behind them, we saw Shadow earn a solid 36 points. He definitely gave the frontrunners a run for their money. At 35 points, AKA was not far off the pace either. With an aggressive style and a calculated risk-taking strategy, AKA kept spectators on the edge of their seats. Coming in just behind AKA, Ghost 1806 and Got You showed excellent form, earning 34 and 33 points, respectively. They were both on the offensive, executing risky but rewarding moves that paid off at times, but in the end, a couple of close calls prevented them from challenging the podium. At 32 points, Bald Bomber brought his trademark grit to the tournament. His relentless attacking style kept other pilots on their toes, but a few missteps in the early rounds held him back from making a run at the top. With 31 points, Morpheus demonstrated sharp reflexes and adaptability but was unable to capitalize on key moments. Nevertheless, a solid showing that proves he's a contender to watch in the future. All tied at 30 points, Ninja Strike, DJ Manpain, and Pops displayed impressive dogfighting skills, often pulling off smooth evasions and precise strikes. They all made their mark in some intense battles, but a few costly errors kept them just outside of the top ranks. Scoring 29 points, Saltwater made an impression with some of the cleanest aerial maneuvers of the tournament. With a score of 25, Flyby's performance was marked by a few strong moments. Huxley Adams and Wepa, both pilots, scored 24 points, showing good potential in some of their matches but ultimately lacking the consistency needed to push into higher rankings. They still showed great resilience and will undoubtedly be back for more. With a score of 23, Whiskey and Weed's gameplay was a bit all over the place today. His unique strategies were interesting, but the unpredictability of his moves left them vulnerable during the critical rounds. Scoring 20 points, newcomer Meadowlark had some flashes of brilliance in her rookie debut. It was a valiant effort for the only woman in the tournament. You go girl! With a score of 16, Z-Man faced a tough battle, showing determination but falling short in some of the critical dogfights. But the experience will surely sharpen his skills for the next round. At the bottom of the leaderboard with only 8 points, Game Changer had a rough day in the skies today, but the future is bright for this pilot. The January Warplanes Jousting tournament was a high-flying, heart-pounding spectacle that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. As we wrap up today's action, the top spots are clearly held by Splitfire and Grizz Killer, with Shadow and AKA Hot on their heels. But with so many skilled pilots and intense matchups, who knows what's in store next week? We'll be eagerly awaiting the next round of aerial action.
For the complete leaderboard, check out the featured posts on the After Dark page. Thank you all for watching, and also to our sponsors, Time Twisted, the official Warplanes gift shop, Valley Forge Print Works and Manpain Gear. Also, thank you to the Jousting Godfather, Camostriker. For all of us at After Dark News. Thank you, and as always, that's the news, the way we see it.